Okay, we have NCHS AA4A Women's Basketball Western Regional runner-up, the Bears of Pisgah High School from Canton. We have head coach Brandon Holloway. We have Ms. Chandler Lowry here. Coach Holloway, if you begin with the general statement, please.
Well, just wanted to say how proud I am of these girls. Accomplished more than my expectations, exceeded my expectations for this season. I have an awesome group of seniors led by this young lady, Chandler Lowry, who has had a remarkable career, and this team has had a remarkable, this senior class has had a remarkable career. We're so fortunate to be able to make it to the regional finals. Unfortunately, we came up short, but I can't say enough about the road to get here. It was as tough as we've had to go through in a long time, and this group kept battling, and found a way to get here. We just came up short tonight and ran out of gas. So hats off to Maiden, what an outstanding team. And I thought tonight, Maiden was definitely the better team, and I'm proud of our girls' effort and their fight for 32 minutes.
Questions, please.
What was the most difficult part of preparing for that team? Obviously, they have the posts and the guards, but is there anything specifically that just kind of kept you up before this game happened?
No, I think you hit the nail on the head. They're very balanced. They've got 3 really good perimeter shooters, and they've got 2 posts that finish well inside. And it's a tough matchup. You really can't go man on them. They're going to find that inside leverage, and then you try to zone up. They got too many shooters, so we try to mix things up. And our defense has been our strong point this year. And tonight I thought we did a good job of contesting and forcing a lot of missed shots early on, but unfortunately we weren't able to get those rebounds and allowed them to get a lot of second chance opportunities that first half. And for us, stops and get out in transition is how we succeed, and we weren't able to get those consistently enough in that first half. But yeah, Maiden, they're well balanced, well coached, and they're here for a reason.
Chandler, they were very complimentary of your team on film. They watched you guys, of course, leading into this game. They're very complimentary of the toughness and just kind of the grit you guys played with. What does that say about all the girls on your team?
Yeah, that's how we play. That's kind of what got us to this point here. Like, we never give up. We've had games where we're down just like that, and we have fought back, and we just keep pushing it for 32 minutes, and we never run out of gas, and a lot of people do.
And then what's your message going to be to all returning players next year and what they can do?
I'm really proud of the underclassmen for stepping up, the ones who did. They were a very important part of our team this year, and just keep playing Pisgah basketball the way that Coach Holloway, teaches us how to play, and I think that they'll be just fine.
And then what did Coach mean to you?
Everything. Sorry. He always had believed in me. He's just such a good coach, and he got us here. We had this goal for a long time, and last year he told me that he was going to get us here, and he did. Just thank you for everything.
Coach Lowry. Coach Lowry. I'm sorry.
That's the future.
There we go. Coach Holloway. What can you say about, it's been quite a last few weeks for Pisgah, particularly their young women excelling at the highest levels of athletics. That 4x4 relay a few weeks ago, and then this milestone right here. Trailblazing efforts of young women representing proudly Canton and the Pisgah community and its storied tradition and the perseverance through recent weather challenges which have impacted the community, but how these young women have embraced the opportunity to be torchbearers on state stages for Pisgah High and the entire Canton community. Can you put into words the legacy that these young women are leaving through this latest milestone?
not sure if I can put it in well enough words to describe what this group of, and you said it, you called them women, and that's what they're not little girls. They have fought and they have proven themselves. They are matured. And going back to Monday, the big win to get us here, we had several of the parents from the other team come up and say, how do you get this many people to come watch girls basketball? And I said, look at them. Like, just, they play with grit, they play with fight, they don't quit, they're exciting to watch, they give effort, they have great attitudes, and they're just likable kids who are going to make a huge impact in society as they move on from here. I pray that all those girls, not just on our basketball team, are such a good example to our younger girls that come through, and they've set that bar high, and we'll just see that continued growth as they move on, and all of them will be successful young ladies as they move on to colleges or whatever career they choose.
Anything else?
So you guys had like about 4 times as long to travel. Still a lot of red in the crowd. Just how special is it having that support from Pisgah Nation?
You know, after Monday night, and we had so many, I was telling the girls, it's like, y'all don't realize this program, this is my 23rd year, and we probably had 24 girls, or women now, text or call and just wish us luck, and we're there at the game. And there's a following with our women's basketball team that goes back a long time, and we had so many people tell us that they would be here all the way until we're done, and we know that we're going to have that support wherever we go. If we had to play on the East Coast, there's no doubt we'd have had a sea of red on that side, and I'm so thankful that we have a community that supports these young ladies.
And then early in the game, you guys got down early. Not a spot you guys found yourself in often this year. Just how did you guys try to adjust to that?
Again, just we have been able to overcome that a lot, like Chandler said, with our tempo and our effort. In a lot of the first quarters, we find ourselves in that position this year, and we've been able to overcome it in that second quarter. And the biggest thing was trying to switch up the defenses and try to get something to spark. You know, you look for that little run. We've been consistent with getting a run here and there. At some point, there's going to be a little break, and you know, Maiden never hesitated and never blinked, and so we could never capitalize on that. And so we kept trying. The girls trusted whatever we put them in. They went and gave me everything they had, and you know, sometimes as a coach, you try, you go through your playbook, you go through your schemes, and nothing seems to be what it needs to be. And but my hat's off to my players for just believing in it and just staying the course and giving me everything they had.
And then for you, Chandler, just know this isn't the result you guys wanted, but just how special has this whole experience been for you coming out to Hickory, just playing this college atmosphere, just all this?
Yeah, it's a once in a lifetime opportunity for sure. Many people can say that they got the opportunity to come and play in this type of atmosphere. It's just very special, and I'm so proud of my team for working so hard all season to get here.
Anything else? Thank you, Coach Hall.
Thank y'all so much.
Congratulations.
Very
Still an
hospitable. Thank you.
outstanding